Let's give it up for Trout! Senior Film and TV Programming Manager here at South by Southwest. And please help me welcome back to the stage, Director Christopher Landon. And cast Megan Fahey.
Cool.
Just to say that about him. Chris, in its narrative structure, this is a classic locked room thriller, but with a modern take. It's essentially about someone being held hostage by the thing we all use the most, our phones. What interested you about the script as a filmmaker?
I mean, just the themes, the characters. I love, it's the subgenre of a single location movie, which is not totally, but it's pretty damn close, was really appealing to me, just because I think it allowed for me to really play visually in a way that I haven't before. And really being able to tell the story from Violet's point of view, and to film it that way too. So that was a lot of fun.
It's awesome, it's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Megan, you're literally in every frame of this film. What drew you to the character of Violet, and what did you want to explore in her performance?
Well, I loved her immediately, and I just sort of thought it was really beautiful the way that they sort of wove in her past experience into, Chris and I, something that we talked about was like how sort of uniquely suited she is to sort of be in the situation that she's in terms of just like being someone who has experienced faking it a lot for survival. And that we kind of get to see that play out in this film. And I loved that she was the hero. And so yeah, I was just sort of immediately smitten with her.
It's also a intensely physical role. How did you train for the fight scenes? What was it like to work with a stunt
Girl, I
team?
trained so hard in the gym. I was training harder than Brandon. Just kidding, nobody trains harder than Brandon. We had an incredible stunt team and they took really good care of me, and it was my first time doing a lot of this stuff, and it was an incredible learning experience. And it was really hard hanging out of that window on that harness. There was a day where I kind of was like, you gotta put me back down on the ground. And I just like laid on my back.
She loves the harness. She really loves flying around that thing.
Yeah, you couldn't get me out of it.
It's really comfortable.
But that's basically it. Just the stunt team was amazing.
You looked great up there.
Thank you, I
Awesome.
appreciate that.
Brandon, Henry is a character who's watching his date behave in increasingly strange ways. What was it about Henry that interested you?
I mean, he's just such a lovely guy, you know? I mean, he really is. And he's kind of like I think if this movie was made, 20, 30 years ago, these roles would have been reversed. And I like that, it's like, it's her movie, it's her, it's that character's disposition, and he's there in service of that. And just to hold space and try and figure out what the hell's going on. And then also the challenge of making that an interesting character and someone who has a life outside of it and perspective was something that Chris and I were really keen on doing, and hopefully we accomplished that. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all did. That's awesome. I mean, he is an interesting character for the audience because in most films he'd be the main suspect, and our perspective on him keeps on shifting as the film progresses. How'd you factor that into your portrayal of him?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely moments where you're trying to consciously maybe look a certain way, or hold a gaze to sort of misdirect the audience, for sure. Yeah, strategically placing those moments in a subtle way, hopefully.
Yeah. And Chris, this film completely takes place in real time. We're experiencing every moment as Violet is. What do you think that adds to the overall stakes and tension of the film?
Yeah, I think that definitely heightens the stakes and the tension just because you're with that character every step of the way. And again, it's why we love this sort of sync location of it all. And something that was really great about making this movie, and something we've talked a lot about, is we had the rare luxury of shooting most of the movie in sequential order. So like, we were always kind of in the moment together at all times. And that's pretty rare, but it was really cool, and I think it really helped lend to the suspense of the movie.
Yeah, it was awesome. I also heard that you built an entire restaurant.
We did. We built the restaurant.
And they made real steak and Brandon ate all of it.
Brandon is the first person who's ever been able to out-eat me on any set.
It's true. I like steak.
It was a fully functioning restaurant, you know. I mean, we had to train the staff. We had to, we had 100 extras who showed up every day and didn't leave us, which shocked the hell out of me because, that happens a lot. But we had real food. We had to
Real duck, real money
menu
in the salad.
Yeah,
Real knives and forks.
But yeah, it was a lot. It felt like a real restaurant.
That's awesome. And I have a question for all three of you. Has this film changed your relationship with your cell phone at all?
Nope.
Not at all.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same. It's getting worse by the day, actually.
Well, let's give it up one more time Please vote on the QR code here. And please tell all your friends how awesome this film is.
Please do that.